Okay, so this is part 2. So we're going into the changing lines. If you want more details on this, we have 37 to 20, 1 and 3. So foundational harmony begins at home. Tend the root frequency of your field. And disruption in roles, fragments energy, realign roles to restore flow. So if you didn't see the first video, that's what I was talking about. Essentially, everything that is not aligned with you is going to fall away. If there is a foundational distortion in your family field, and family field could be work, it could be relationships, it could be friendships, it could be your biological family. But if there's a distortion in the foundation of the family field, you're going to have issues moving forward. So what's happening is the relationships that are not aligned are going to start dissolving. Okay. Like I said, you don't need to use force with this, but you do need to be in alignment with your integrity, divine will, divine law, and follow the higher path with compassion. But this word actually came through to me a while ago, and it was called suicidal empathy. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It is a major distortion in spiritual communities. It is really important to be kind and loving, but it's just as important to protect and take care of yourself, because there's a lot of people, situations that are not out to help you. When you have the full field built, the full diamond sun body or rainbow body built, the field does the work for you. Okay. And that's what some of you guys are moving into, this advanced light body phase. And if not, it's a higher level phase of the light body. That's when you have to be loving and compassionate and gentle, because if you use force with a full diamond sun body, you can destroy worlds. Okay. That's when that becomes important. But as you're building the strength and building the light body and aligning and stepping into that power, you have to have good boundaries. You have to be smart. You cannot throw yourself under the bus for anyone just because. Okay. It's really important. And I sadly learned that the hard way. So anybody needs help with that, let me know. 20 to 47. So this is the contemplation into the oppression. So we're seeing line 2, 4, 6. Deeper truths emerge in still reflection. Observe the inner landscape with compassion. So just like I was talking about, don't just assume people change because you're nice to them, kind to them, loving. Don't sacrifice yourself for anyone. There are people that deserve it, and there are people that do not deserve it. And it's not that they don't deserve it, it's that they don't want to change, learn the lesson, or evolve. And if somebody doesn't want to change, learn the lesson, or evolve, there is nothing you can do to force them to do that. You will rob them of their growth. They have to do the work. Okay, so 4, you're being watched. Walk in integrity. Sacred leadership begins with self-awareness. So you are being watched. Walk in integrity. You are being watched as your family is watching you. You're being protected, okay? But you also need to make sure that you're in alignment, okay? So this is the fine line that we walk with the spiritual work, okay? It isn't all about over giving, over nurturing, suicidal empathy, or whatever. There has to be fine lines. It has to be disciplined. It's as much of a masculine path as a feminine path, okay? They have to be balanced. So that's what we're seeing here, okay? High frequency energies coming in doesn't mean that everything's going to be blissed out all the time. It's actually really intense, okay? And you have those moments where you have to go to the depths to clear out all the distortions so you can actually integrate the high frequencies, okay? If you don't clear the distortions, there's nowhere for the high frequencies to go. They can't integrate. They can't work with you. There's nothing going on there. You also have to elevate your consciousness to a level where you can perceive these frequencies, these energies, and then begin working with them. Okay. And then there was one more. Overanalyzing clouds the vision, return to simplicity, let the light reveal what is. Again, the fine line, you you need to know boundaries, who is what, why, if they're meant to come with you on the next path, next reality. But you don't want to start digging so much it becomes obsessive. See what it is, make a judgment call, yay or nay. What do you need to do? Can you do it compassionately? Can you do it without force? And set boundaries. Okay. So there's a lot coming through here. I hope this is making sense. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Early strain is felt. Rest without retreat. The pressure is part of the process. Okay, so this is the oppression here. 3, exhaustion turns to despair when meaning is lost. Remember who you are. That came through. This is really what this is about, is remembering who you are. So you're going to the depths to remember who you are. You're going to the depths to pull that power up from the deepest part of yourself and pull it into the light and let it expand. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Assistance enters through presence. You are not alone. Let yourself be supported. Again, we go back to the family, the seraphim, the angels, source, your higher heart. If you guys work with other beings, entities, people, there are people there to support you through this shift. Okay, it is big. Radiance returns through silence. Stillness becomes a beacon in the dark. Again, the need to go into the inner self, pull out and work with anything that you need to pull out and work with, and allow the light to come through you. Okay. Fighting the compression extends it. Surrender, the breakthrough is already forming. So you guys are some of you guys are at the end of this. Don't resist the process. Okay. You also don't want to get stuck in the spirit of sadness or anger or victimization. You go in, you look at it, you observe it, you bring it up to the surface, you transmute it, and then let your light shine. Okay. And you will go through waves where you feel really great and then you don't feel really great, and then you feel great and then you don't feel great. But what you're doing is this. Okay. And you will see that eventually if you keep going. Okay. So let's get one more. A couple minutes here. Okay, Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. That's just what I was talking about. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're going to the depths to reclaim your power, bring it up to the surface, and let it shine. Okay, no more suppressing that. No more waiting for people to get on board. This is a huge upgrade for many of you. Okay, I hope that was helpful. See you next time.